Good evening, sir. So, we're really excited to have you here at Voice and be a part of Voice. So, before we begin, I really need to ask you, how are you doing this evening? And what is one thing that you really are expecting from this edition of Voice?
I'm really excited to be part of this festival, especially as chief guest. And Percy has invited me, Dr. Percy. And yesterday we were at the radio station, and the recurring underline yesterday during the interview was that it is a beginning. This particular festival is a beginning. I wouldn't say a humble beginning or a great beginning, but it is a beginning, and it will continue to stay.
We hope so too, sir. So, now jumping into more of like the industry related questions. So, what do you think about the rise in web series and the OTT content boom that has also sort of come along with it? What do you think that helps artists, or does it really help budding artists? Is it still very saturated?
No, the OTT and the web series and the different platforms that have come in, like Netflix, Amazon, and various other platforms. You know what? This particular area does not need a star. It needs anybody who can deliver, not just perform, who can express himself or herself on this platform, and then you get noticed because it is being viewed from different devices, in different homes, and from different areas. You are not going into a cinema hall, so you are visible to a large diaspora. So that is the advantage of the boom of web series and the various things that are happening on OTT.
Right. And what about like remixes? So right now remix in Bollywood has become very popular. I think most old Hindi songs have been remixed, and at least I think every Bollywood movie has at least one remixed song. So what do you really think about having remixes, or like the more popularity remixes are getting?
Remix goes into only one area, into a song and dance routine. It doesn't necessarily evoke an emotion for the narrative of the movie. It is only used in a song and dance routine, and that remix particularly is used as a promotional for the film. It may not be necessarily be used in the film for the film. They would just use it as a, it is just a ladder for the film promotion and film popularity, but not necessarily it does not help the narrative. But yes, indeed, unlike anybody anywhere else in the world, here in India, remixes are rehashed because the old songs have been etched into the whole nation's ear. Everybody connects to the, ये सुना हुआ गाना है और ये मेरा favorite गाना है. So hence remix has an attention value, quick attention value, but it does not necessarily help the narrative of a storyteller.
For a lot of new artists, or even artists that are already in the industry, there's always this pressure to kind of stick to trends or be what the audience wants, or be very conventional. So how do you sort of solve that dilemma, or if you should kind of go with the herd, or if you should step out, do something on your own, which probably is your like best field? So how do you solve that dilemma, to do something like to stick to the trends, or to be unique and do what you are best at?
That's a very important question, and that's a quite a tough question to be there. I mean, some of them are dealing with it. Some of the composers are dealing with it well, and some are unable to. Depends on your the personality, how you can impose your style of music, how you can impose does your genre or the kind of things that you're doing attract the filmmaker. It depends upon that. And but there are new things that are allowed these days. The stereotypical film song is no longer existing, not much, unless in a very formula area. A lot of new things, so a lot of songwriter composers are in, guys who can write on their own and deliver, and those songs are picked up for films these days, and not just for films, for OTT as well.
Okay, coming back to my last question, and a question that I personally like really, really want to know the answer to. What is your all-time favorite movie? Like a movie that you can watch over and over and over again and just probably never get bored of it.
Hindi movie or English movie?
I'm a big Bollywood fan, so Hindi movie would be great, but if you have an English movie in mind as well, give us both of them.
In the Hollywood movie, I love a movie called The American Hustle. Christian Bale and Bradley Cooper, Amy Stewart. And in Hindi, Jaane Bhi Deo Yaro is been one of the classics. So you can keep on watching it. Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir. It's an absolute pleasure to have you here, and this interview is really, really fun. So I really hope that you get everything you're looking for from Voice and much more. Thank you so much.